I forget. So it's like I'm in the middle of doing something when it reminds me, and I'm like, I keep looking at the screen. So it was, I had a squirrel moment. There literally was a squirrel running across the lawn outside my window.
Do whatever you do, follow you anywhere.
Hello. It's so funny because I was going to vlog on my way to work this morning, and I'll get ready and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'll just go ahead and, vlog or whatever, because I got that car mount thing, and I forgot an SD card. So it was like, I got printed out, had it all set up, and I was like, man, I don't have an SD card. Can't believe I forgot that. But that leads me to kind of like where I'm at currently. I know I haven't been vlogging a lot, and I've been filming stuff. I don't know what it's going to be like, but mental health wise, I'm feeling pretty good. They optimized Zoloft, and so that's going pretty well. I feel like it's working and everything. However, I don't know if you remember way back when I was taking Wellbutrin, it was making me like really spacey and everything. Well, I don't think that was a Wellbutrin. I think that was me. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I went to the doctor last week and spoke with him about it, and then he couldn't evaluate me for it. So he was like, I need to refer you to a psychiatrist. So I got referred to a psychiatrist. I've done the tests and stuff on it online, like the little online tests, and they all came up saying I have it. Like, and my husband's even, Rudy's even said I have it. He's like, you have ADHD, like, and the girl I work with, my coworker, she also has it, and so she's like, you have ADHD. Can't even formulate thoughts, and I lose track of time. I lose track of things. Like the other day, maybe this was 2 weeks ago, I got a new monitor, and I wanted to put up on my little like stand I have here, and so, but I need screws to put it on because we couldn't find the screws that went to it. I don't know what happened to them. So I went over to our local hardware store because they have like these little bins with all these different screws and stuff in them to find the screw I needed. So I was there and I was looking at my phone. So I had my phone out and I was looking at the stuff, and I set my phone down to grab all the like screws and like the pin to write down the little baggies and all that crap. Went out, paid for them, got in my car, drove all the way home, and I'm sitting at home for like 20, 30 minutes, and I'm like, where's my phone? And I check my watch to check where my phone is at, and it says it's located across town. And I'm like, oh, I left it at the freaking store. So I had to drive all the way back across town over to the store to go pick up my phone, like if it was still there. Yeah, the funny thing is, when I drive home, I use Pandora in my car, so it like connects to my car to play Pandora. Drove all the way home with no music on. Didn't even realize. That was where I was at when that happened. I was like, I probably need to get this checked out, because if it's not ADHD, then I need to figure out what else is going on. I don't think it's anything serious, but because I have lab works done every year, and I have my physicals and everything, like all that comes back normal. So it's like, and one of the big things it said was like, a lot of times if you have anxiety and like depression, they don't always like treat it properly or whatever. So when my doctor asked me like, why are you doing this now? And I'm like, well, I was checking off boxes. So I am medicated for anxiety and depression. Symptoms are not going away. They're the ADHD symptoms. They're not going away. Like, I'm super fidgety. I touch, like, when I'm like in meetings and stuff, I have all these fidget toys that I play with, like these little balls, which I actually don't really like those. This one here at home, that when I'm in meetings, I actually really like this one. So I just like bend it and whatever. I have the thinking putty. What's it called? Crazy Aaron's thinking putty. So I have all these like toys and stuff that I have to play with because I cannot stay focused. There are times where I can have a conversation with somebody. And I try to focus. I'm like trying to pay attention. I'm like, oh, I got to pay attention to this. And it never fails that I don't listen. I'm like, I'm in it, but I'm not. I'm like thinking about other crap. So we're going to see. So this is going to be my mental health journey with ADHD. So there was one I did that was through the ADHD project. I found him, like I was listening to a podcast when he talked about him. So I went in there and did the little test, and it came out I got 18 out of the 20. So it's like you marked up on symptoms, and I had a score of 18 out of 20. And I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. As I was talking about earlier yesterday, I am trying to get an ADHD thing. What I've noticed, I think when I was teaching, my symptoms didn't seem as bad because I had all that extra stimuli happening. Because of, I had, like, I was talking to the kids, I was doing all these things. Well, when I went down, now I have a more sedentary job where I am, I don't have as much going on. Like, my brain has time to, like, relax or whatever. And so then I started to notice now. So, like, a lot of my symptoms have become a lot more severe because I don't have that extra stimuli going on. I have a lot of trouble with time management. I don't think I have, like, time blindness per se. Like, I don't think it's, like, something that is easily, like, for me to be like, oh yeah, that's what I have. I do have a little bit of it, but I think I've come down to, like, that I can look at my watch and everything, and like I'm always checking time. I think that's one way I always stay on track with things. I try, but I do notice that I do get to places early because I don't want to be late. And that's what I started noticing was like, okay, so at work I'm having these issues. I was having a hard time like prioritizing tasks. So I was just like doing everything. I was doing it all, and like instead of like blocking it so that way, I had a certain number of this minutes, and like I was doing this for a while. It was just like kind of all over the place. It was very chaotic. So that's another one of my issues. Oh, dude's weird. Alright, hello, sorry. The lighting is horrible because it's all raining outside, so. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I vlogged, but we are at. Sorry, quiet here, baby. I want to say we're at like a week and a half or something since I originally went to my PCP, which is a weird word. And so like a weekend went by. And so I want to say this was like Wednesday or something. Maybe it was Friday. No, it was Thursday. Thursday, we were already past a week. I want to say we were at a week at like on Tuesday, I think. So, sorry. I went ahead and sent a message in to somebody. I don't know. It just said like referral, and I just like sent a response to that. I mean, like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the status of this referral. Like, is somebody calling me? Like, what's happening with it? So then somebody called me back, or somebody wrote me back, but she just said like, oh yeah, I see that it's been done. They've received it. They were verifying insurance. They should be contacting you next week. So I'm like, okay, so this next week, hopefully we'll get something. I don't know what's going to happen. It seems like there's no consistent way of determining for adults that have ADHD, which is so weird too. But just want to jump on here and kind of share that, yes, we're still in the process. I don't know what, again, I mean, like, whatever, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, but my alarm just went off again, so I need to get something done. I got this app that's called Alarmed. It's like the best app. I don't know, maybe not ever, but like it's a really nice app because it does this thing called Nag Me, where it constantly, like, I can set it. I paid for, like, they have a free version. I went ahead and paid for it because it was a one-time fee of like $4.99. And I was like, I'll just buy it because I used it for a little bit, like a week or two, and I was like, I really like this app, and so I'm going to go ahead and pay for it. With the paid version, you just get more customization on things, and so they have this option called Nag Me, and so what it does, if you have the free version, you can do like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, I don't remember the rest of them, and it does it like a certain number of times, and then that's it. So like that's all you get with the free one, except for you can hit snooze. And then it repeats the process again, which I found that out afterwards. But I have it set to every 10 minutes, 6 times. For a whole hour, it will constantly remind me to do something until I do it. Because what my problem is that either I'm not in the mood to do it, or I forget. So it's like I'm in the middle of doing something when it reminds me, and I'm like, I keep looking at the screen. So it was... I had a squirrel moment. There literally was a squirrel running across the lawn outside my window. Sorry, I got distracted. Now I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, because like if it notifies me in the middle of something, then I forget. And so this way here, it just keeps reminding me until I finally like get around to doing it. So like right now, it's been notifying me for about... I want to say this is because it was at 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8:10. So that was the third time. And then it notified me that I need to go do my laundry. I need to start my laundry. So I'm going to go start my laundry. I literally cannot find my phone. I just like had it in my hand a few minutes ago. And now I can't find it. That makes you laugh though. I wonder what I did with it. I left it in the kitchen, right next to the sink. Hi. Hi, amigos. So today's the big day, which is exciting. Sorry, it's like crazy right now. So I will try to film it and see what we can get, but I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like. So I'm going to say at work that I would do it. So I'll just go like to another room because I have an office mate. So I will go to another room and do it. So I'm trying to get it so like the light, because like the light's right there. I'll just kind of see how it goes. Sorry, the lighting's horrible. So yay.
Everybody, I got a little bit of your history. It looks like you're referred from your primary care.
Mm-hmm.
So do ask you like 500 questions today.
Okay.
Maybe like 100, but anyway, and then we'll do some like testing for like adult ADHD.
Okay.
So is there anything specific you're hoping to get out of today's appointment?
Just kind of some, I don't know, maybe like an explanation for things, I guess, or like, I don't know, because I mean, I do suspect that I have it. It's something that I've thought about for a long time, but, working with, I was a teacher for a while, so working with kids that had ADHD, like, when I saw them, I was like, that's not me. That's not how I am. I'm not, truly disorganized and, squirrely and everything. But as I started researching more about it, then I was able to see things throughout my whole life that I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense. So I'm just kind of wanting some answers, I guess, of what's going on. If it's not ADHD, then I need to figure out what else is going on. So I had my appointment, as you guys probably have seen or whatever, and I was diagnosed with combination type ADHD, which is like where I fall into both categories. So like there's 2 different types if you're not familiar with ADHD. You have inattentive and there's hyperactivity, and then there's combination. So technically you have 2. Some people fall into both because of things, So like I'm very fidgety and that kind of stuff, but I don't have like the hyperactivity part where like I can't sit still and I have to get up and walk around. Like I don't have any of that. Like I just am fidgety. I have to play with fidgets and those kind of things. But like, man, that thing was, I don't know. It was just a weird conversation because it was like so much like, okay, your childhood, what happened at this time? And, you know, what is some trauma you had, you know, and all these things. And like, it just went through all of it. And then lucky enough, because it's a referral, so they already had my medications and everything already listed. So that was pretty nice that I didn't have to go into all that, even though I had it all written down. But so yeah, it took an hour, but then basically it was like, yeah, you're diagnosed, like you have ADHD, but we need to also make sure we're working because it's also gonna be working with your Zoloft with the anxiety and depression and that kind of stuff. So that was kind of interesting, but they have me going on Adderall. I'm starting on Adderall, 5 milligrams 2 times a day, and they did a slow release, I forget what they call it, like quick release or like not extended or whatever. I don't know what you call it, but if I have a side effect or something, that way it doesn't last a long time. It only lasts a short amount of time because I'm not taking a long lasting one. And then after that, then I let her know, like, because I think I had to give it 5 days, and then unless something's like wrong, then I just let them know, like, this is not working. And she's like, there's a possibility that it could only work for an hour or it could last a whole day. Like, each person's totally different on these kind of things. So we just keep trying things. So I'm like, awesome, that's gonna be fun. So, so after 5 days, if it's working, then I can let her know, and then she'll put me on an extended release one that will last longer. And then, or we'll try something else if I feel like it's still not working or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna switch hands here. So I just wanted to fill you guys in. That's where we're at. We'll start the Adderall. Whenever I get it picked up, I need to figure out where, or like how it all works, because it's all through, I have to go through Walgreens because we can't use Express Scripts because it's a stimulant. I'm just sitting here watching Scream. I was going to color some, like in my coloring book for a little bit, but I wanted to share with you guys. Sorry, this thing is having issues. And it like sucks because I was like, I don't know, maybe like almost halfway through and maybe a little less. I mean, maybe like a third through. And then I meant to pause it and it restarted the whole fucking video. And I'm like, seriously? So they put me on 5 milligrams of Adderall, and I have to take it 2 times a day. So I don't have to, but they suggest I take it 2 times a day, and then on the weekends, maybe not taking it so you don't get addicted, you know, type thing. As of yesterday night, I had taken 3 doses of the 5 milligrams. And so by the third one, I was having straight panic attacks because the way it ramps up in the very beginning, I don't really like that feeling, and it makes my heart beat fast, and then it like freaks me out. You know what I mean? So this morning, I took only 2.5 milligrams, so I cut one of the pills in half. Tried that. That did a little better, but I think I'm going to send a message to my psychiatrist, or the psychiatrist, the medical, what do you call it, medication prescriber person that I have. I'm going to talk to them and see if I can get put on something else, because I don't think I like this. Or maybe they'll have a suggestion of something better. I was looking at non-stimulant ones too, but non-stimulant ones are a little bit more on the anxiety, depression like scale, and not really ADHD. Even though some of them are, they do work with the dopamine and all that stuff, but and one of them that they recommended was Wellbutrin, which, hello, you guys, I've already been on that. So, and I all right, So sorry, I had to clear off my SD card because it got full. And so I don't remember what I was talking about. I kind of feel like it's kicked in now, and I'm not feeling super anxious or anything, so it's a good thing, but I just don't think it's strong enough. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But I'll probably send in a message to my doctor tomorrow to get that figured out. And if you hear my dogs snoring, sorry. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I mean, like, I'm just coloring, watching scary movies. I'm going to get ready to do my nails here in a few minutes, and we'll just see. But yeah. Bye. So we're trying something new. I stuck the what's it called, the like mount thing onto my window. We're gonna see how that does. The only issue is that it has to go sideways, so I'm not sure how well that's gonna hold up, but we're gonna try. I took my Adderall today. I took it yesterday too. Yesterday I ended up staying home from work because I just was not. I wasn't mentally there. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, this is not working for me. The 2.5 milligrams is doing much better now. So I think today when I go out for lunch, I'm going to take 5 milligrams because there'll be a while before like it kicks in where I can have some time. Like, I'll go out for lunch, eat my lunch, take the 5 milligrams. I have a meeting at 1, but it's like a check-in meeting for our EMR type stuff. I don't have to talk a lot on that one, so I'll probably be okay if I end up having like some panic issues or anything. But overall, like, we're making progress. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm just kind of leaving it where it's at right now. I'm not going to film this thing for like 5 years going over like medication stuff, so I'll just do catch-ups later on. I just wanted to share my process and my journey. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody. Not everybody's the same. We all have different needs and wants and whatever else. So, like, but if you feel like, okay, this is my point is, if you feel like you might have ADHD or any kind of mental health issues, okay, because there's a lot, go talk to your doctor. My doctor was very great, very easy to talk to about the stuff, referred me on to somebody else, talked to them. So hopefully at the age of 47, you don't go as long as I did. But anyway, I'm almost to work. Bye.